Hello everybody, welcome back to some Control. Now, like I said last time, I did decide to pop into the Jukebox and do that. And also, like I said last time, based on what I read, I guess it is there. I'm not going to bother to dick around with going through it because it, as you can see, Control is designed to be both challenging and rewarding. Try playing with the system disabled. Confirm. Gonna throw on the immortality, and that's all we're gonna throw on for this. Damage oh, look at that, they have a damage reduction multiplier. I may play around with this a bit more. I don't know. Because the thing is it's not like it's everything that I feel does too much damage. But yeah, there's two reasons why I'm doing it. One, I just want to get through it. Like, based on what I said, even the people who like really like the game say that, you know, the Jukebox is and not fun. It's just kind of something that was meant as like a resource sink. So I'm not too worried about that. And it's this way. No, that's the shelter. Ah, there it is. And obviously you have Jukebox tokens that are required to do it, so if you fail enough, then you do have to grind for more tokens, so I figured, screw it. Because as you can see, the last one costs 5 tokens, so I currently have 25 tokens, so obviously I could get through, well, I have 25, so I could have, assuming I beat tier 1 and 2, in one try each, I could do tier 3 4 times. And based on what I read, player pierce damage. Yeah, see, so this player pierce damage here, each tier has a modifier to it. The modifier is random. I'm assuming tier 2 has 2 modifiers because I know tier 3 has 3 modifiers that make it more challenging. But apparently you can get you can get a series of while using launch, press left trigger to carry additional objects, press right bumper to launch all carried objects at once. Okay. Investigate and clear out the 4 islands. Alright, what islands? Oh, I see. So yeah, like, we're just gonna plow through this for this part. It'll let me check out my theory if the game is more fun with invincibility. But yeah, like, I didn't even realize that they have the damage reduction on there. But like I said, it's not everything. Like, I don't really want to turn on the damage reduction because there's only certain things that seem to do more damage than they should. And obviously just turning on... Oh yeah, also you're timed for these. What's this?
Squad Captain Lopez, reporting on Expedition 17B. At the formation now...
Okay, well, we'll listen to that afterwards, because obviously, since we're on a timer, we don't have time to stand around and listen to it. But yeah, just everything that I read about this just made it seem like it's... Like, I don't know when it came out, I don't know... Like, I don't know what point it came out, but like, basically everything I read said that it's alright on like the tier 1 or tier 2 difficulty, maybe. Tier 3 you get screwed a lot by the modifiers making it more difficult than it needs to be. And it would be nice if I knew what it was. Oh, what it was I was looking for. Is it this? Okay. But yeah, it's just basically combat waves. See, now, it's shit like that, right? So is it actual invincibility then? Because I see I am taking damage. But I'm curious if the, if that just means, like, my health will run out, but then it'll just come back immediately or something. Because I remember Sacred, I want to say, like the original Sacred, had a thing like that. Man, yeah. See, like that right there, right? Like, the wave spawned and I immediately got hit by, like, 2... See, like, I don't even know what all hit me there. But yeah, if this is all that this mode is, yeah, I don't really have much interest in, I guess, playing it properly. Yeah, it is interesting that I'm still taking damage, and even picking up health things and healing through that. But I'm assuming that it's going to work the same way that Sacred did, which was if my health hits 0, it just refills it automatically. Which, I mean, is a fine way to do it. I mean, like, if you're gonna give people invincibility, because, oh, in all honesty, I'd rather have that than just straight up, like, I don't take damage. Because then, like, if I get to a point where it's like... Because, like, as long as I can, like, if I can see the damage that I'm taking, then I can always turn it off, like, and it's like, oh, that isn't that bad, then, like, I can turn it off. But yeah, it, like, with the time limit, it's basically all combat. I'm not too interested in going through it the normal way. Or the way that it was intended. I don't mind using the cheat for this. Or, sorry, the assistance. In all honesty, though, like, having, like, an invincibility mode, it's not that bad. Like, I wouldn't mind that being in more games, even if, like, it was like a thing unlocked after you beat the game once or something on any difficulty, you know? Because, I mean, it's always fun to run through a game and just be like, ah, haha, you know? Like, I guess it's not really an invincibility mode, but it's like the way Resident Evil does their New Game Pluses. I really like where it's like all your weapon upgrades and that carry over. Because, like, cleanse the 3 broadcast plates. I don't know what a broadcast plate is, thank you very much. I'm assuming it's these. Oh yeah, I read about this one too, where it's just stand in circle and... But yeah, I was reading a bunch of stuff online there, and there is a lot of, like, elitist dickheads. Where it's like, it's literally like the get good crowd, you know, where it's like, oh no, this game was super easy, I like didn't die ever, you know? Just telling everybody else that they're bad. Oh, achievement. Multiple applications. What is that? Oh! I must have picked up an explosive. Oh, another achievement. Proper handling procedure. Use launch to throw a grenade or rock. Oh, apparently I picked up a grenade at some point. Oh, did I cleanse this one? I guess so. Okay, so that's 2. That's... Oh, here's the last one. But yeah, it was crazy, like, just the amount of people that are like, you know, I don't like how the game does this, this, and this, right? And then other people are, it's like, oh, you just need to not be shit. It's like, alright. Like, even with these, right, there was people that are like, nah, I beat number 3 on my first, or like tier 3 on my first try. And it's like, alright. Now, I don't know if there's positive modifiers as well, but like based on the things I read, it's apparently apparently very easy to get a set of modifiers on tier 3 that just make it basically impossible. Like apparently there's a modifier to increase the aim of like the enemy aim, and then there's ones that increase the amount of damage you take. Like they can really get to the point where it's just like a fuck you. I am curious though, because like I have a feeling that I would have died multiple times from what's already happened to me. Because obviously I'm not caring. About anything, right? Like I'm just rushing through it. Okay, so it's just that they can't finish me off, so they can do everything except finish me off. There you go. Right here. But yeah, like, see, like that right there, right? Like, I would have been dead there, and there would have been basically nothing I could have done about it. I mean, the enemies I could see weren't the ones who killed me. They spawned an enemy behind me that immediately fired a rock or grenade at me that heat seeked and killed me, like, or you know, would have killed me. It's like I really don't feel bad about using invincibility for this, especially since even with it, you know, like obviously I'm ignoring a lot of enemies, and theoretically, you know, getting through it significantly faster than I would otherwise, right? And yet I feel like I'm still not doing great on time. I mean, no. Oh yeah, there's another. Uh-huh. So, if I recall, I do believe that when we were told about the jukebox, they did say that it was, or that a team had recently been sent in there and hadn't come back. I also saw people complaining that, like, although I think that might have been for something else. But yeah, I was reading a lot on like Reddit and that about the game and like the difficulty of it and whatnot. And it seems like my opinion is the pretty standard one where it's not bad. There's just enough of it that is like clearly bullshit that it takes away from the game. You know, like it's a game where what you lose for dying, like you have a game like, let's say Dark Souls or not the Last Jedi, Jedi Fallen Order, and you know, dying, you do lose stuff, right? But you get it back fairly quickly. Burn the hiss corrupted material. Okay, I'm assuming that's this. Good God, look at how little damage he's taking. Alright, now let's find us his corrupted material. Oh, there's another one. Good God, I see this furnace is just as annoying as the regular one. Is there a thing next to him? Okay. His corrupted material. His corrupted material. Another common complaint that I saw was the lack of direction on the HUD. Figured that would be a good time to bring it up. Because it's like, hey, find this stuff. It's like, okay, where? Is there a map for that? Nope, of course not. It's not a mapped area. Even if there was a map, it would just highlight this island. And be like, find it, bitch. By the looks of it, there's maybe 3. And I think one of my big guys died. Because I've only done 1 so far. Oh, there we go. There's one. Came up. I should have turned a different way. Over here. Oh, haha! Checkpoints. That was another very common complaint. Was the checkpoints, which I've also commented on, where you spend all that time doing stuff, you die, especially like when you're fighting a boss. Like there's no checkpoints next to bosses. Like all the checkpoints are like really far away from where you're probably going to die. Meaning that you not only have to distorted tourist. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you get more time on the higher tiers. Let's see, was it worth it? I got... No, I don't know exactly what those are, but I can tell you right now, I did get a Jukebox token back, so that's interesting. But yeah, I can tell you right now, I'm glad that I turned on my, I turned on the... Ooh, what is this? Ammo recovery on shield taking damage. I don't actually use my shield. Energy gain from melee hits? Oh, don't do that either. I did get you. Okay, what is this? Damage after kills, 54%. Ammo cost while levitating is less. That's interesting, but I generally don't do that. Reload speed while shielded. Blast radius. Well, I mean, I may as well throw that one in there just because I don't have anything else. But damage after kills is not all that great either.
Guess the song ended. Good time.
Alright. Player energy. Okay, so they do have positive ones as well. Enemy base health plus 150%. Good God. And 75% energy recovery. Let's see, it took me, how long? 20 minutes just to do tier 1. I'm assuming that it's 4 islands. Yeah. Looks like it's going to be the same location each time. But now the question is... Honestly, this is really annoying as well. Like, the fact that I have to levitate over. Like, I mean, I guess it locks it so that you can't come in here and do it before you levitate, but it's also just locked so that you can't come in here and do it before you levitate. I still only have 25 minutes, and considering that the enemies have 150% health, I feel like I shouldn't worry about killing any of them. Because, like, let's see here. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. Now, are these... it doesn't look like they're going to be in the same location every time, though. But I did see the location through there. Piss off. Yeah. Even just these guys, like, look at how many, like, look at how little damage I do. Now, like, that's ridiculous. Because it says plus 100, it's not like enemies at 150 health. It's plus 150 health. Meaning that their health more than doubled. Now, obviously C's would help a lot with that just by taking people off of me, but I can definitely see why people don't like this addition to the game. Because the difficulty to reward ratio is not good. Like, I couldn't honestly see myself beating the last one just with the amount of times that enemies would spawn, and before I even had a chance to look around, I got hit by like 2 rocket launchers. Like, I honestly couldn't see myself beating that. And I got nothing from it, basically. I mean, I got so little from it. You're also really slow while you levitate, which is why I dislike that you have to levitate everywhere. Because, like, even with momentum, like, I've been playing almost finished Pokemon Violet. I've got very little left to do in it. I have picked up over like 4,000 items as well. Okay, good, it is here. But now I'm gonna have to kill everything. Yeah. I probably should have waited. And tried to get a bigger guy, but... This guy. Oh. God, it may... You know, most of the time... By the time you get get them down to where you can mind control them, it's usually about the same amount of time to mind control them as it would be to just kill them. Not so much anymore. One suggestion I saw to how the combat could be improved, which I thought was a good one, was to have the weapons have separate ammo. Just add a little bit more variety so that, like, you could, God, even launch doesn't even kill those guys. I don't know where the hell that guy's going. I mean, they're now technically the easiest ones to kill because I don't need to worry about that. Look at all them headshots. I didn't notice that the cursor actually reacts differently with the headshot. So much. Hey, it got a damage boost one though, which is nice. Red one, I think that's the highest tier. Good God, do I do? Come on, this is just taking forever. Yeah, throw shit at me instead of building up your wall. It's honestly better for me. The fact that you can't focus fire them, like it just auto-targets. Like if you have more than one thing picked up, it automatically targets multiple people as well. That kind of sucks. Ow. I'll grab you as well, just because you're available. Good Christ. So, does that mean that it's the same? Like, not only do I go to the same place, but it's the same objectives in each place as well? Because that seems rather lame. Look, my little dude's still alive. You die, so if you drop anything. So yeah, I can really see why people don't like this. And I mean, I'm probably gonna not even bother to show you tier 3 if it like, because if it's just the exact same objectives with different multipliers, like the exact same objectives in the exact same areas, and the only thing that's different is the modifiers. I keep wanting to say multipliers, but that's not right. It's modifiers. I mean, yeah, why would I even bother to show you the to make you sit through it 3 times. I mean, it's bad enough now that I'm making you sit through the exact same thing twice. Especially with the fucking 150% health. Like, sorry, plus 150% health. Like, that's ridiculous. I mean, I'm glad that I have as many tokens as I do, because obviously there's no fear in dying, but I mean, just the time itself, I mean... I wonder if these guys are in the same location as well, because I mean, this guy clearly is. And I mean, at least these guys have beeps on them. Where are you there? So I can find them fairly quickly, I think. I feel like even without the time, it would have been enough of a challenge, you know? Like, if you didn't have a time limit. Like, the fact that they gave you a time limit just means that things like 150% enemy base health... God, that was a lot of explosions in my face right there. Like, that just makes, like, this one is obviously fine, and the last one was fine. What's the last thing again? What did we do? Like, what was it last time? I mean, the final thing is probably fight another one, like another invisible boss. I mean, what we fight at the end might change, I guess, but odds are it's still just gonna fight another super boss. Because I mean, that thing took fucking so many hits, and that was without the extra health. Seriously though, what was the last thing? Oh, right, burning the stupid hiss-controlled stuff. Well, assuming that they're in the same spot, because I mean, I'm not 100% certain those rangers were in the same spot. The first one definitely was. The other two, I'm not so sure. But yeah, I mean, I'll still finish the last one of these just because they'll unlock the outfit, although apparently the outfit doesn't look all that good. So there's one there. Last time there was one in here. It is still here. So yeah, this stuff may be spawning at the same location. But I mean, I could just see getting... Oh, wait. No, I know where the last one is. Maybe. Once again, assuming that they put them in the same spot, which the last two were. Was like just over here, was it not? No? Damn. Maybe they didn't put them in the exact same location then. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say they probably have like set locations where they can spawn. And I just got lucky with these ones. Oh, there it is. Maybe that, was that where? I don't know. If it isn't where it was, it's fairly close. But yeah, like, doing this within the time limit, like, we've got 10 minutes left already. Like, we're down to 10 minutes left. And in 3 of the 4 challenges, I, like, didn't kill anybody. But I mean, just having that 150% health made the one challenge where I had to kill everybody take way longer than, you know, it otherwise would have. But yeah, I can see why people don't really care for this. I can honestly say I don't either. And I mean, this is just going to take forever. Stop disappearing. Turn back. It's real. I also like how they supplement the invisible boss fight at the end of this with more invisible guys. Now, in all fairness, the invisible enemies, not the toughest ones to defeat. You know, obviously I'm taking a shit ton of damage from them now, but I'm also not hiding from them. Or not really doing anything to prevent them from coming at me, mainly because, like, there we go. Mainly because, obviously, if I'm not trying to, like, maneuver around them, they'll pop up more often. So, I mean, I don't... Let's see, what did I get for a reward here? Now, I did get... Ooh, there's a tier 6 reward. Have I got any of those? And I did get my 3 tokens back. So, if you win, you actually get your tokens back. So, I can actually do the... I actually have 5 tries on the last one. I think I actually did that one faster, but I guess I ignored pretty much all the enemies. Okay. I got another damage modifier, 57%. Fuck yeah. What is this? Source gain from... Gain source from headshots? Alright, well I don't care about source enough. Ammo cost... Energy gain from headshots, and then I got zoom from my Pierce gun, critical ammo refund when at critical health, that's for charge, trauma ammo gain from taking melee damage. Oh, this is an infinite one. Okay, so there is another tier of upgrade past what I got, but once again, all that time, I got nothing good out of there. Let's see, what is it? 98% seed speed, 97. Well, good. Ammo recovery on melee kills. But see, it's melee kills, and I haven't upgraded my melee damage, so that's fairly worthless. Shield strength. Alright, so once again, I got one good thing out of it. I got an extra damage boost. And even then, it adds like an extra 7%, because I already had a 50%. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I guess we'll go through it. Player weapon damage excluding shatter. Enemy base health 100. No, fuck you. Base health 200%? Screw that. Oh, here we go. So, player and enemy weapon damage minus 85%. Enemy weapon damage plus 150, but my weapon damage is also plus 150. So, realistically then, it's player and enemy weapon damage minus 65. I mean, sure. Or plus 65, I guess, not minus. Higher weapon damage, no health boost. I mean, should be able to get through it faster, I guess. Don't hit me in the head, don't hit me in the head. Yeah, I mean, this should be... We should be able to get through this fairly quickly then. Especially since the stuff seems to be spawning in more or less the same location. Just gonna get in the circle before I bother to test out, okay, how much damage. Well, I guess with a headshot, that doesn't really... I generally do body shots, so when I actually get a head... Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing more damage. I am curious, though, because it's like enemy weapon damage. I wonder if that would include stuff like them flinging stuff at me. Oh, okay. Okay, well, once again, though, I shouldn't be wasting my time killing these guys. Oh, hello. Alright, well, I'll be waiting for you at the next location there, invisible guy. I was going to mind control you, but... I like how the shot I take before I aim actually hits, but then once it's actually in aim mode, I'm like off to the side. Alright, well, I guess I'm not taking the invisible one over. Huh! Yeah, it is nice to be able to kill things. Again. Yeah, I gotta say, with the invincibility and that, I'm definitely more tempted to, it's like I said, when I bought this game, I think I got 2 copies of it. I think I got, like, the regular version and the Ultimate Edition, but I don't know if those have, like, separate achievement lists or anything, or if, like, the regular edition wouldn't have the DLC with it. Because I would very much, because I don't think that there's any reason to replay it. Like, achievement-wise. But, like, I honestly wouldn't mind replaying it with, like, the one-hit kill and invincibility on. Just to, like, tear through it and, like... And that I wouldn't do this shit again, that's for sure. Fuck that. It seems completely pointless to do this more than once. Hell, it seems pointless to do it even the once, because I don't even think there's an achievement tied to the jukebox. I think it's just purely, oh yeah, look at that. Tear through. I guess it also doesn't help that along with my increased weapon damage from the modifier, I also did just increase my weapon damage, period. And I guess, yeah, because their weapon damage is increased as well, which means that I'm assuming that the fact that I took them over, like, they get to keep that increase. I don't know where this last... Oh, no. I know your head's up there somewhere. God, it's gonna be... Man, I'm glad that this is my last video of this to record this week, because going back and playing it after doing this, I'm going to get my ass kicked, because I'm just not going to be dodging anything. By you. Where are you? I need to find where my grenadier died and my other guy died. stop putting up your big rock wall. Oh, come on. How did you not? Oh, good Christ. Oh, because I'm firing grenades. I see. I was wondering where the hell all the explosions were coming from. But right, me! I didn't realize that I had switched to my grenade launcher. Charger, whatever the hell it's called. Pierced aim fire boost, so that's good. I like that one. My pierce weapon. I don't like how you can't seem to target enemies with launch while they're on the ground. Seems weird. Okay, looks like a spin rate of fire. Let's finish off this guy to see what he drops. Shield efficiency. Well, that wasn't worth it. Alright. Okay, so there's our combat one done. Minus, I mean, obviously we still have the last boss to do. But yeah, I can see. Yeah. And it looked like I had, like when I abandoned that one, the jukebox there, that had the 200% enemy health, because that's what I want, 3 times the health on them. Plus less weapon damage on all but one of my guns or something. And it's like, yeah, great. So I'm limited to one gun that will actually do damage. And then they have 3 times as much health. Yeah, I'll be able to get that done in time then. But yeah, you can get really fucked. I imagine that there's probably a limit to how many positives you can get. Like, I imagine that we can't go into tier 3 with 3 positives, because I mean, that would be... Like, that seems like it would be a bit much. Oh, it doesn't look like our ranger's here this time. No, but he is still close. Oh, he's not too far away. Come on. See, and probably the worst part about that is, like, I'm assuming that if I stop holding X at any point, that I then need to restart, and, like, obviously it takes a long time to do. So, like, in a situation like that, obviously you would, like, in any of these situations, you would either need to have enough people mind controlled to fully take the pressure off of you, or you need to be able to clear them out so that they don't respawn. And it seems like this would be an infinite spawning thing. And while the Rangers are behind cover, you would obviously have situations like that one, like the first one there, where, like, you're forced to give up on collecting the thing to fight enemies, right? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the people who made this game, Remedy, I think, they had a lot more faith in their combat system than they should have. Because, like, while it isn't a horrible combat system, there is still some pretty glaring flaws. And, like I said, a lot of people online were like, oh, you just got to get better. You know, you got to use your bullets when you're out of energy. Use your energy abilities while you're out of bullets. And it's like, that's fine. But you still have situations, well, like when we were in our tier 1 there, where they can spawn an enemy that can take off, like, all of your health, basically. and they can hit you without you even knowing they're there, you know. Because like with the amount of damage that you take, you could be the greatest control player in existence. These look like they're still in the same spot, and still get just royally screwed. Like, just like in the main game, I can't imagine if I hadn't increased my health. Like, could you imagine if I tried to if I decided to prioritize something else over health? Like, there's no way, because like stuff is doing so much damage to me now that like I would be getting one-shotted by like everything if I hadn't maxed out my health. Like, ridiculous. I wonder if those things actually do always spawn in that location, or if I just got insanely lucky. Because, I mean, based on the fact that I found that as quickly as I did, I'm assuming that the first time, or that the second time when I was like, oh, it must have spawned in a different spot, that I was just misremembering exactly where it was. Also, why aren't I getting my... Man, could you imagine if I got something that increased like my launch damage? I didn't know where it was. I'm just gonna shoot near me. Also, these guys don't drop mods, which is odd. Oh, and actually, because I see that take your reward from expedition eliminates the timer. So in theory, will allow me to explore this area a bit more. Because as soon as I take my reward, I get transported out. But we got this rather large area this direction. Like, what is all this? Like, seriously, what is all this? Like, this is like, this is a rather large area to have to just be nothing, right? Like, and I mean, like, in reality, you know, it would make sense. Because, you know, it's just, why wouldn't there be areas where there's basically nothing? But it's a video game. You don't pay somebody to design an area like this and put nothing in it, do you? I mean, like, what's the point? Huh. No, it is literally just a giant, massive nothing. It's so weird. I didn't notice that path leading off the other two times, but like I don't understand why you would design this whole section of the map and it'd just be worthless. I mean, every time you come in, it's just like, hey, go do the 4 islands. And then do that. Like, this definitely looks like a region that, or like an area that would have something in it. So weird that it's just like that. Oh well, whatever. Them's the jukebox. So we got the expedition gear. We did get another level. Oh, a level 6 sea speed. That's good. Ooh, I wonder what that first one is. Do I get health when I mind control someone? That would be cool, because I do like mind controlling people. Alright. But yeah, that's it. That's the jukebox. I don't think I'll check, but I don't think that there's anything else to do here. No. You just get better rewards for doing the higher tier ones.
Good luck out there.
If I listen to this.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April. Case number...
I guess so, because it, yeah, it did come up saying that I had a new file. Also, I guess I can always do this as well. Case files, jukebox. Item is to be kept in a secure location in the executive sector. The room must be sealed before usage to prevent unintentional transportation of staff. Classic 1950s jukebox made by the Songmaster Entertainment Ltd. The jukebox was found with a single record inside titled A Song for Others by Redacted. When this record is played in the object, anyone within earshot is translocated for as long as the album is playing. Those involved in the object's first known incident report being transported to a tropical beach. When this object is used in the oldest house, it only transports users to an area located in the recently manifested quarry threshold. Researchers theorize that the site's unique spatial density results in all transitioning material gravitating to its position. As has been observed with other Bureau equipment, the oldest house's unique nature could also be having an effect on the object itself. This object is not bound to any known individual. Attempts by Bureau staff to bind it have resulted in redacted and should not be attempted again.
Squad Captain Lopez, reporting on Expedition 17B. At the formation now, visually no distinction from the previous visit. The link detectors are still standing. One arch has a light flashing, so we're gonna give the area once over. Then we'll head back. Lopez out.
Okay.
They're all dead? These things killed them all. There are so many. If you're listening, get out. No! Stay the fuck away!
Alright, and that's what happened to them as far as we know. I mean, there may have been more logs, but I didn't see any. I wonder if I could have ran around more on the islands after after I did that. Let's see, what does the expedition gear look like? Oh, let's get a better look. It's not horrible, but I still much prefer my other one. I like her hairstyle in this one more as well. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We did get a different sea speed one, so I'm already at 98%. 112%. Fuck yeah. What is this? Health on pickup. Health recovery on seasoned enemy. 21%. I'll do that. I seize enemies quite a bit. Energy gained per element pickup. Okay. That can go away. And that's pretty much it for that. Did I get anything good here? What do we got? Damage while aiming. Ammo cost while levitating I don't care about. Energy gain from headshots. I don't focus on headshots, so that's fairly worthless. Same with the source gain from headshots. That's just not a very strong one. Projectiles fired 5, rate of fire, I don't care about too much for that. What is this? Reload speed. Alright. So yeah, that's the jukebox. Pretty shit edition. I will now show me going down here and re-disabling assist mode. I imagine I can now, you know what, just in case, boop, there we go, assist mode off, disabled. Alright, so yeah, that'll be it for this part then. Yeah, it's not a very good thing. Oh, you know what, before we go.
There you are. Did you find those Rangers at the formation?
I found them. But it's not good news. The Hiss got there first. Lots of them.
Another dead team. Jesus. You know, I should have seen this coming. The formation, it's got like a pull to it. Things just end up there. I'm sure you saw all the junk from the Bureau lying around.
There were a lot of hiss, Arish. I mean, a lot. Did they get pulled in too?
Or they forced their way in. The formation is just a big question mark to us. But who knows? You might even find some useful stuff down there. All I know is we cannot let the hiss get comfortable.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Uh-huh. A simple one. You need to find more tokens and clear the hiss the fuck out of the formation.
That is simple.
Oh, and I found a file on the formation while you were gone. You take a look for yourself if you want. A lot of the terms in there are way beyond me. I don't like to overcomplicate these situations. When in doubt, fuck it. Shoot something, right?
Real helpful, Arish.
I try.
Okay, so I'm assuming
I have to
then
go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
that that's because I did it once, and that's just telling me that you can keep doing it. The formation is a tall stone structure found in Quarry Site Beta, only reachable by placing distinct tokens into the Jukebox object of power. The formation's exact purpose is redacted, but we can at least examine its relationship with the redacted surrounding it. Measuring devices found trace evidence of redacted at certain lines running from the formation to the redacted. When examined properly, 4 direct ritual tethers were detected. Some form of sympathetic causality connects the formation with the redacted, which means in theory that when certain redacted are performed at one, it will physically affect the other. I've been urged to note that here that some individuals believe the formation responds to any fulfillment of purpose or desire in nearby individuals, though I'd like to remind those individuals that we're the parakinesiology department, not the parafeelings department. I'm proud to report that my team was able to design, construct, and install a permanent detection system. These arches will help rangers identify when the causal tethers are active, allowing them to better redact it. Alright, well that doesn't really tell us a whole lot, but that'll be it for this part. Next part we'll probably continue with the main game, because based on what I read, it may be better to do the Alan Wake stuff, or whatever you want to call it, Alone in the Dark stuff, after you're done the main game, but before you start the Foundation DLC. So, and it unlocks an entirely new area, so we may as well just finish with the areas that we currently have. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.